welcome to E-Town News, जहां आपको मिलेगा डेली डोज ऑफ बॉलीवुड न्यूज, फैशन ट्रेंड्स, टीवी एंड सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हर अपडेट. A show which gives you the day's lowdown of all the best happenings in the world of glamour. तो इंतजार किस बात का? Let's take a look at today's headlines.
करीना कपूर खान और सैफ अली खान की किसिंग पिक्चर हुई वायरल. ट्विंकल खन्ना और अक्षय कुमार ने अटेंड किया अडेल का कॉन्सर्ट. The cast of Girl from Plainville chats with Rudrani Chattoraj. कर्नाटका की सिनी शेट्टी बनी फेमिना मिस इंडिया 2022. रेड कार्पेट पर स्टार्स का दिखा जलवा. ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट ऑफ शोल्डर जंप सूट में पहुंची कृति सैनन. सुपर ग्लैमरस अवतार में नजर आई मलाइका अरोरा. कृति सैनन की खूबसूरती का चला जादू. और यहाँ आए बाकी स्टार्स को भी देखिए, जिन्होंने प्रेस्टीजियस ब्यूटी पैजेंट के इस रेड कार्पेट को अपने प्रेजेंस से बना दिया स्पेशल. हम बात कर रहे हैं फेमिना मिस इंडिया 2022 की, जिसका ग्रैंड फिनाले रिसेंटली मुंबई में हुआ. इसकी विनर 21 ईयर ओल्ड कर्नाटक की सिनी शेट्टी रही. वहीं रूबल शेखावत फ्रॉम राजस्थान वाज अनाउंस्ड एज द फर्स्ट रनर अप एंड शिनाता चौहान फ्रॉम उत्तर प्रदेश बिकेम द सेकंड रनर अप. इस इवनिंग को ग्रेस करने आई मलाइका अरोरा स्लेड इन अ गोल्डन सी थ्रू गाउन विद प्लंजिंग नेकलाइन. नेहा धूपिया को भी इस रेड कार्पेट पर सुपर ग्लैम आउटफिट में स्पॉट किया गया. कृति सैनन ने इस इवनिंग के लिए खुद को थोड़ा डिफरेंटली ड्रेस अप किया एंड अप्ड द ग्लैमर कोशेंट इन अ ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट ऑफ शोल्डर जंप सूट. कृति सैनन ने यहाँ अपनी ग्लोइंग ब्यूटी का भी सीक्रेट बताया.
First and foremost, I always say that it comes from within. So if you're happy, you automatically glow. Baki, I do make sure that I hydrate my skin. I have a lot of water, but I also hydrate it from outside. चाहे वो मॉइस्चराइज करना हो, चाहे वो सनस्क्रीन हो, जो बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, एंड आई नेवर मिस इट. मैं घर पे भी होती हूँ तो भी मैं सनस्क्रीन लगाती हूँ. सो एंड ऑफकोर्स हमारी प्रोफेशन में वी गो थ्रू लॉट ऑफ लाइक मेकअप एंड लाइट्स एंड एवरीथिंग. सो एट नाइट I make sure that I remove every bit of makeup from my face, and I just give it a lot of nourishment when I see it.
Moving on to other celebs, यहाँ पूजा बत्रा, Mr. World 2016 रोहित खंडेलवाल और सेलिब्रिटी फिटनेस ट्रेनर नम्रता पुरोहित ने भी रेड कार्पेट पर कैमरास के लिए पोज किया. डीनो मोरिया भी अपने अटायर में डैपर लग रहे थे और ऐसे में जब मीडिया ने उनसे उनके लुक के बारे में पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा,
हमारे जो मशहूर डिज़ाइनर्स है रोहित गांधी और राहुल खन्ना, उनके ये सूट है. सो आई मॉडल फॉर देम बहुत पहले, कुछ 20-15 साल पहले जब मैं मॉडलिंग करता था. आई यूज्ड टू मॉडल फॉर देम एंड दे गिवन मी दिस सूट टू वेयर टुडे. सो इट लुक्स गुड.
आपको बता दें, नेहा धूपिया मलाइका अरोरा के साथ रोहित गांधी, राहुल खन्ना, शामिक डावर, मिताली राज and Dino Moria were among the jury members for this year's grand finale. करीना कपूर खान और सैफ अली खान की किसिंग पिक्चर हुई वायरल. करीना कपूर खान और सैफ अली खान की पिक्चर देख फैंस ने कहा, they are aging like fine wine. करीना कपूर खान एंड फैमिली की लंदन वेकेशन पिक्चर हुई वायरल. करीना कपूर खान और सैफ अली खान की किसिंग पिक्चर सोशल मीडिया पर वायरल हो गई है. करीना कपूर खान और सैफ अली खान लंदन में अपने किड्स के साथ वेकेशन पर है, जहां से करीना कपूर खान ने अपनी पिक्चर्स को शेयर भी किया है. अपनी इन पिक्चर्स को शेयर करते हुए करीना कपूर खान रोट, बीच पे अ जैकेट एंड अ किस. The English channel. #Is that summer in England? Heart eyes emoji. ऐसे में करीना कपूर खान के इस पोस्ट पर फैंस ने रिएक्ट करते हुए लिखा, couple goals in every sense. Another person commented, aging like wine, so pretty. A comment also read, loving, inspiring couple. जहां तक करीना कपूर खान के लुक के बारे में बात करें तो she wore a grey jacket and sported a no makeup look. Saif Ali Khan opted for a blue half jacket over a grey full sleeve t-shirt. Kareena Kapoor Khan and Saif Ali Khan and their children Taimur Ali Khan and Jahangir Ali Khan travelled for a vacation to the UK last month. और इससे पहले करीना कपूर खान ने अपने छोटे बेटे जहांगीर अली खान के साथ अपनी एक क्यूट पिक्चर भी शेयर की थी। इस पिक्चर को शेयर करते हुए करीना कपूर खान wrote,
Can we cuddle under a rainbow always and forever? Cause there is nothing else I want or nowhere else I would rather be. Hashtag my Jeh Baba. Hashtag summer 2022.
वैसे जहां करीना कपूर खान के अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में बात करें तो फैंस विल सी करीना कपूर खान इन लाल सिंह चड्ढा along with आमिर खान, मोना सिंह एंड नागा चैतन्य। यही नहीं, बहुत जल्द करीना कपूर खान अपना डिजिटल डेब्यू भी करने वाली हैं। करीना कपूर खान की पहली डिजिटल फिल्म को डायरेक्ट करेंगे सुजॉय घोष और फिल्म बेस्ट सेलिंग नॉवेल द डिवोशन ऑफ सस्पेक्ट एक्स पर बेस्ड होगी। ट्विंकल खन्ना और अक्षय कुमार ने अटेंड किया अडेल का कॉन्सर्ट। ट्विंकल खन्ना और अक्षय कुमार ने प्राइड मार्च भी की ज्वाइन। सोनम कपूर, आनंद आहूजा और फरहान अख्तर, शिबानी दांडेकर ने भी अटेंड किया अडेल का कॉन्सर्ट। ट्विंकल खन्ना और अक्षय कुमार ने लंदन में अटेंड किया अडेल का कॉन्सर्ट। यही नहीं, while traveling to the concert, Twinkle Khanna also joined in on a pride march with hubby Akshay Kumar. ट्विंकल खन्ना ने सोशल मीडिया पर वीडियो भी शेयर किया और लिखा, You don't wake up thinking it's going to be one of the best days of your life. The best thing about the best day is it happens unexpectedly. It's sitting on the grass with your family on a nice morning, brushing against the joy of celebrating LGBT plus communities with pride, going to a concert, singing till you lose your voice, and getting teary-eyed looking at your child's face. The one who claims to be Adele's greatest fan. She added, It's both, the feeling of a waterfall thundering through your chest and the soft humming within your heart. Happiness is accidental. It only collides against you when you're looking the other way. ऐसे में ट्विंकल खन्ना के इस पोस्ट पर रिएक्ट करते हुए एक फैन ने लिखा, So lucky to see Adele. Another one gave a nod to Twinkle's writing. How beautifully expressed. वैसे ट्विंकल खन्ना के अलावा सोनम कपूर और आनंद आहूजा ने भी इस कॉन्सर्ट को अटेंड किया। सोनम कपूर और आनंद आहूजा का अडेल के कॉन्सर्ट से वीडियो भी हुआ वायरल। We can see in the video Sonam Kapoor along with her hubby Anand Ahuja and a couple of friends having a gala time at the concert. Sonam Kapoor can be seen singing the songs that were sung by Adele. Multi-Grammy Award winner Adele के कॉन्सर्ट को शिबानी दांडेकर और फरहान अख्तर ने भी अटेंड किया। Farhan Akhtar posted a selfie with Shibani Dandekar from the venue and also shared a picture of the famed singer and captioned it, What a night! Well, तो कुछ ऐसे Bollywood stars ने Adele का concert enjoy किया।
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guest today is very special and talented. What a range, and Aya Cash is, I'm sure, very proud of that. Welcome to the show, Aya. But it's true, look at your range.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having me. And, you know, if you could just write that everywhere for me, that would be helpful.
Don't tell me I can't be the first one saying that to you. Come on.
No, it's lovely. Honestly, today is the first time people keep saying that to me, which is lovely and shows how special this project is that I was allowed to do something totally different.
I want to compliment you. You are phenomenal as Stormfront. And I think it's such a difficult character to pull off. And of course, I'm going to come quickly to this, but it's so important for me to, I'm talking about a range and I cannot not mention Stormfront. I know it was difficult because when you have a role like this, which is morally completely opposite to who you are as a person, and also extremely tricky when it plays out. And today, we're all trying to do the right thing and give the right message through films even. And I know you had that bit of dilemma as well. Tell me, how that phase was for you, and also when you're doing such characters, how important is it for you that the morality of the film remains correct towards the end of it?
It's really important to me. I feel very lucky that I'm at a place in my career where I can make choices, which was not always the case. The choice was often made for me. And so I do try to now, if I'm going to play somebody who is complicated or even evil, I would say, for the boys,
Sure.
that the story that we're telling around that character is something that lines up with my moral compass. And you can't control the outcome of things, and you can't control how people are going to react to things. So all you can do is say, do I feel like this is telling a story that is important and needs to be told and fits with my moral compass? You can't really control the reaction. And I felt like talking to Eric Kripke that even though I hadn't been able to read all the scripts, that his ideas and what he wanted to do with that character were in line with what I would want to happen to somebody who was that evil. So she gets her comeuppance, and that was really important. That even when you're delighted by her, you are sickened by that once you realize who she really is. And that, evil comes in many packages. And I think that's a good lesson for today. It's not always the person with a swastika on their back.
Do you detach yourself when you play a character, or do you as a person also judge the person, like judge the character when you're sort of reading the script?
I think to say that you don't have judgment of a character is a lie. Like, I think actors are very much like to say, to play a character, I have to understand them and think they're, sure. But again, I understand certain parts of Stormfront. I don't understand certain parts of Stormfront, but I am familiar enough with the world to be able to play that. Even if I am not, I don't think you have to become a serial killer to play a serial killer, and you may never understand completely. So it's about finding the empathy for the places in a human that you can connect to, but it's not. But of course, I judge Stormfront for sure. And Katie Rayburn has some complications in our version of her, and ambition and what that is, and that was important to see and find reasons why, and have her struggle with that as well, is both her ambition and her belief, which were often in the same sort of canister and sometimes separate. And how does that play out?
Ravi, you saying that it's been more than a decade for you in the industry. How did you deal with your low phases, and how do you look at your successes today?
And not well. I would say I am still not good at rejection. I still cry when I don't get a job that I wanted. I still feel like it's my fault or I did something wrong. I think I am more used to it now. And I know that intellectually, that those low points are just a part of it. People like to talk about fallow fields. You need to leave a field fallow for some seasons in order to get the best crop. So I try to fill my life with things that are outside of this business and people that are outside of this business, because that's what keeps me grounded and not so invested in my identity as an actor who is successful or not successful.
I'm so excited to be chatting with her. Hello, Cara. Welcome to Zoom TV. Welcome to India.
Hi, so nice to meet you. I love India. I've been there, and I'm looking forward to going back someday soon.
Fantastic. Have you watched any Bollywood films or any Hindi films?
I went to a wedding in Mumbai, and then it was like a 3-week event that we traveled like all over the country and got to explore.
Wow.
And yeah, it was really lovely.
In the beginning, you've done characters that are diverse, right? But in the beginning, was it a challenge for you to sort of not be labeled and not be put in a box? How did you break that?
I've always been pretty fortunate to have played a lot of, different characters. A lot of times people will say they'd never recognize me because I think if I even just have my natural color hair, people will be about this far away from me and not recognize me from, say, my work on Mad Men or Stranger Things. So I don't feel like I've had to be too worried about, being put like in a box for anything yet.
Ever, not even in the beginning.
It's funny. I grew up in the Bronx in New York City. I was had a very at the time, like a very heavy Bronx accent, which I love. And I was maybe typecast as like your typical like New York City or, Italian kind of character for a while. And which served me when I was on The Sopranos. But then it was so very funny because as I've transformed into other roles, people have a hard time believing that I can do that character now, which I think is kind of funny.
Cara, does it get kind of tricky when you play, roles that are already inspired from real life incidents, like the one that we're doing here?
Well, The Girl from Plainville was my first foray into a project that was based on real life events. And I think there comes a responsibility in a way for something with the subject matter, which is so sensitive, right? We're talking about teen suicide, we're talking about mental health issues. So I think there was a real sensitivity to who these people are. And my character didn't give any interviews. There was really no video. There was really nothing for me to research. So the showrunners and the creative team, we created who we think the mom would be, Elle Fanning of Michelle Carter, and kind of fictionalized that to a certain extent based on just some images and pictures we could see. So I think that we all felt like there was a sense of responsibility to the idea, the subject matter of the true story.
You mentioned a few. You mentioned Mad Men, you mentioned Stranger Things. Can you quickly tell me, if you had to pick your top 3 characters, what would you pick from your career and why?
I would say I loved playing Dr. Faye Miller on Mad Men because she was such a well-rounded, really dimensional character. She was ahead of her time, a feminist in the 60s, and she really stood up to Don Draper during that time. And I loved the costumes and everything. And The Sopranos, what an amazing opportunity to have been on The Sopranos and work with David Chase and all those amazing actors. And I guess I'd have to say, I've been lucky to be on Stranger Things, which was just, I love the script, and it's just been such a joy to get to know, just to grow with all the cast and the crew. It's just been such a blessing to be part of that show.
Season has blown up.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you so much, Cara. I think it was lovely chatting with you, and hope you come to India and you get to visit us again.
Yes, I can't wait to return. It's one of my favorite places in the world, and I love Indian food too. So.
Okay, great. See you. Once you come here, I'm going to take you out for having some great Indian food.
I'll take you up on it.
Coming up on the show, Anshula Kapoor's video on taking off bra after a hectic day out हुआ social media पर viral. अंशुला कपूर के एक रिलेटेबल वीडियो पर प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने किया रिएक्ट. अंशुला कपूर्स वीडियो हुआ सोशल मीडिया पर वायरल. अंशुला कपूर का वीडियो फीमेल्स को लगा रिलेटेबल. अर्जुन कपूर की सिस्टर अंशुला कपूर ने सोशल मीडिया पर शेयर किया एक वीडियो. In the video, Anshula Kapoor pretty monochrome floral print top में नजर आ रही हैं. She's facing the camera and removes her bra and throws it away with a relaxed expression on her face. Sharing this video, she wrote, "The best part about coming home from Sunday brunch, #NoBraClub." ऐसे में प्रियंका चोपड़ा ने भी अंशुला कपूर के इस वीडियो पर रिएक्ट किया एंड शी रोट एवरी डे विद अ स्माइलिंग इमोजी। प्रियंका चोपड़ा के अलावा अंशुला कपूर के फॉलोअर्स ने भी उनके इस वीडियो पर रिएक्ट करते हुए लिखा, During the pandemic, every day was Sunday, commented one. This is me every day, wrote another. No better feeling than freeing the girls from jail. आपको बता दें कि अंशुला कपूर अक्सर सोशल मीडिया पर रिलेटेबल और बॉडी पॉजिटिव कंटेंट अपलोड करती रहती हैं। रिसेंटली उन्होंने अपने आर्म्स को लेकर पहले उन्हें होने वाली इनसिक्योरिटी पर भी एक पोस्ट सोशल मीडिया पर शेयर किया था। She wrote with a video of her from the gym. Contemplated posting this video 65,799 times because my arms are one of my biggest insecurities. Wearing sleeveless anything, even at home, still makes me nervous, uncomfortable. My squishy arms and stretch marks are natural human things. They make me me. So maybe it's time I wear whatever I want to wear and just go with it. This is me having a moment. Perfectly toned arms be damned. I'm not waiting for that. आपको बता दें कि अंशुला कपूर के इस पोस्ट को भी काफी पसंद किया गया था। उर्फी जावेद की नेक पर आई ब्रूजेस। एक आउटफिट की वजह से उर्फी जावेद का हो गया बुरा हाल। बार बार एयरपोर्ट पर स्पॉट किए जाने पर उर्फी जावेद ने दिया जवाब। उर्फी जावेद की क्रिएटिविटी उनके आउटफिट्स में खूब दिखती है। ग्लास, सेफ्टी पिन्स, वायर से लेकर आयरन चेन्स तक की ड्रेसेस को उर्फी जावेद ने फ्लॉन्ट किया। लेकिन सीम्स लाइक उर्फी जावेद का ये बिजार फैशन उन्हीं पर भारी पड़ गया और ऐसा हम नहीं बल्कि उर्फी जावेद की ये पिक्चर्स कह रही हैं। दरअसल रिसेंटली उर्फी जावेद ने अपनी कुछ थ्रोबैक पिक्चर्स अपने इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल पर शेयर की। इन पिक्चर्स में उर्फी जावेद ने आयरन चेन्स को कैरी किया हुआ है। वैसे तो उर्फी जावेद का ये अंदाज उन्हें काफी सेक्सी लुक दे रहा है, लेकिन इसके बाद उर्फी जावेद को इसके साइड इफेक्ट्स भी झेलने पड़े। जैसा कि पिक्चर्स में आप देख सकते हैं कि चेन्स कैरी करने के बाद उर्फी जावेद की नेक का क्या हाल हो गया। हालांकि बावजूद इसके उर्फी जावेद ने अपने स्टाइल के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करना नहीं छोड़ा है और इसके बाद उन्होंने ग्लासेस और वायर से बनी ड्रेसेस कैरी की और अपने सोशल मीडिया पेज पर इसे शेयर भी किया, जिसे उनके कुछ फैंस ने लाइक किया तो कुछ ने इसके लिए उन्हें एज ऑलवेज ट्रोल किया। वैसे उर्फी जावेद को अक्सर एयरपोर्ट पर स्पॉट किए जाने की वजह से भी ट्रोलर्स का निशाना बनना पड़ता है, लेकिन अब अपने उन सभी ट्रोलर्स को अपने ही अंदाज में उर्फी जावेद ने जवाब दिया है। उर्फी जावेद ने अपना एक और वीडियो अपने सोशल मीडिया पेज पर शेयर किया है, जिसमें वो अनबटन्ड ब्लू डेनिम्स में एक न्यूज़पेपर के साथ पोज करती दिख रही हैं, जिस पर लिखा है बी योरसेल्फ। साफ है उर्फी जावेद किसी के लिए भी खुद को नहीं बदलेंगी।